Series resonance. Resonance is a condition in series or parallel circuit where at least one inductor and one capacitor is present and supply voltage and supply current are in phase and the power factor is unity. The series resonance will occur in RLC series circuit. Here we can see the voltage and current are in phase, and here the phase angle is equal to 0. Power factor is equal to cos phi. The phase angle is 0, therefore cos 0 is equal to 1, that is the power factor is unity. So therefore circuit will act as purely resistive circuit. Now there are two types of resonance. One is series resonance and another is parallel resonance. Series resonance. So series resonance will occur in RLC series circuit. Here we can see this is a RLC series circuit. This is a AC supply. This is the current flowing through this RLC circuit. This is resistance, inductor and capacitor. Voltage across resistor is VR is equal to I into R. Voltage across inductor is VL is equal to I into XL, and voltage across capacitor is VC is equal to I into XC. For series RLC circuit, Z is equal to R plus JX, where this X is the reactance and it is equal to XL minus XC. This is a rectangular form. Now to find Z, Z is equal to under root of R square plus XL minus XC square, where this XL is equal to omega L and it is equal to 2 pi FL. This omega is the angular frequency and this is a frequency. XC is equal to 1 upon omega C and omega is equal to again 2 pi F. Now from this we can say Z is equal to under root of R square plus omega L minus 1 upon omega C. We can replace the value of XL and XC. So this will be omega L and this will be 1 upon omega C. Now this is a relation between frequency and inductive reactance. So inductive reactance is directly proportional to frequency. As the frequency increases, the inductive reactance also increases. But in case of capacitive reactance, it is inversely proportional to frequency. As the frequency increases, the capacitive reactance decreases up to certain point. Now if we combine these two graphs, then we will get graph like this. So here we can see at certain point XL is equal to XC. So this is a minimum impedance point or maximum current point. At this point the frequency is equal to resonant frequency. Now here XL and XC cancel each other. So therefore impedance Z is equal to under root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. So this XL and this XC will get cancelled. So what's remain is 0. So therefore Z is equal to under root of R square. So this will be Z is equal to R. This is the minimum impedance. Now for resonance frequency in RLC series circuit, inductive reactance is equal to capacitive reactance. This is the condition for resonance frequency in RLC series circuit. So XL is equal to XC. XL is equal to omega L and XC is equal to 1 upon omega C. Now again this omega is equal to 2 pi F. Here is also omega is equal to 2 pi F. So from this we can calculate F square is equal to 1 upon 4 pi square LC, and from this F is equal to under root of 1 upon 4 pi square LC. So therefore this frequency will be resonant frequency. So F is equal to Fr is equal to 1 upon 2 pi under root LC. The unit of frequency is Hertz, where Fr is the resonant frequency in RLC series circuit. Also we can write this in angular frequency form. So omega r is equal to 1 upon under root LC. Its unit is radian per second. Now we will see relation between impedance and frequency. So here we can see at this point this will be minimum impedance, that is Z is equal to R. At this resonant frequency the impedance will be minimum. Now this is the relation between current and frequency. So at this point the current will be maximum. At resonant frequency the current will be maximum and I is equal to V by R. This is the relation between power factor cos phi and frequency. So at resonant frequency F is equal to Fr. At this point the power factor will be unity because phi is equal to 0. And at this side, on left side, this will be capacitive, and on right side this will be inductive. And at this unity power factor this will be resistive. And here the angle phi will be between minus 90 degree to 0 degree. And here for inductive the angle phi will be from 0 to 90 degree. And for resistive phi is equal to 0. Now the relation between phase angle phi and frequency. So it will be like this. The graph will be like this. So here from this 0 to this 90 degree, this will be inductive circuit. The circuit will behave like an inductive circuit. And at this point frequency is equal to resonant frequency. It will be a resistive circuit. And for 0 to minus 90 degree, the circuit will behave like a capacitive circuit. Bandwidth of a series resonant circuit. This is a graph plotted between current and frequency. This is a graph for RLC series circuit. Here we can see at this point the frequency is resonance frequency. So here the current is maximum. And if we take I max divided by root 2, then this point, that is F1, and this point, that is F2. The difference between F2 and F1 is called as bandwidth. B is equal to F2 minus F1. The unit of frequency is Hertz. F1 is called as lower cutoff frequency and F2 is called as upper cutoff frequency. Now at F1 and at F2 the circuit power reduces to 50%. Let P1 is the power at frequency F1 and P2 is the power at frequency F2. So power is equal to voltage into current. So here voltage will be V divided by root 2 and current will be I divided by root 2. So this root 2 into root 2 will be 2. So Vi divided by 2. Vi is power. So power divided by 2. That is, here we can see the power is half at point P1 and P2. That is F1 and F2. F1 and F2 also called half power frequencies. The range of frequency over which the magnitude of the current is equal to or greater than 0.707 of the current at resonance is called bandwidth of series resonant circuit. Q factor of a series circuit. Q factor stands for quality factor of a series circuit. The quality factor or the Q factor in the case of an resonating series circuit is defined as voltage across inductor or capacitor to applied voltage. Voltage across inductor is VL and voltage across capacitor is VC divided by applied voltage. So the ratio of VL by V or VC by V is equal to quality factor Q. Under resonance condition, VL is equal to I into XL. Voltage drop across inductor is equal to current into inductive reactance. Now this is equal to V by R. This current can be replaced by applied voltage divided by resistance into omega L. Omega is the angular frequency. Now this omega is 2 pi Fr because the circuit is in resonance condition. So this will be V by R 2 pi Fr into L is the inductance. Now we have the formula for this resonating frequency Fr as Fr is equal to 1 upon 2 pi under root Lc. So we will substitute this value of Fr here. So this will be V by R 2 pi 1 by 2 pi under root Lc into L. Now this 2 pi and 2 pi will get cancelled. So what's remain? V by R into 1 upon under root Lc. Now we can write this L as under root L into under root L. So this will be this L. So this L, this under root L will get cancelled with this under root L. So what's remain? Under root L divided by under root C. So we can write this as under root of L by C. So finally we get VL is equal to V by R into under root L by C. So this is the voltage drop across inductor V by R into under root of L by C. Now the same value will be for capacitor. Here we can see Vc is equal to I into Xc. Now is equal to, again this I can be replaced by V by R according to Ohm's law. And this Xc, capacitive reactance, is equal to 1 upon omega C. Now this is equal to V by R into 1 upon 2 pi FRC. This omega is 2 pi Fr because the circuit is in resonating condition. So the frequency will be F is equal to Fr, resonating frequency, resonance frequency. Now again we will replace this Fr by this formula again, 1 upon 2 pi under root Lc. So this will be V by R 2 pi under root Lc divided by 2 pi C is equal to V by R under root of Lc divided by, now this C can be written as under root of C into under root of C. So if we simplify this, so again we will get the same value, Vc is equal to V by R under root of Lc. Here is also the value is same, V by R under root of L by C. The ratio of VL by V or Vc by V. This VL is the voltage drop across inductor divided by applied voltage, or Vc is the voltage drop across capacitor divided by applied voltage at resonant frequency is called the voltage magnification. Now here we can see voltage magnification is equal to voltage drop across inductor or capacitor divided by supply voltage. Now we have the value for this VL or Vc. So this is same, V by R into under root of L by C divided by supply voltage is V. Now this supply voltage V will get cancelled with this V. So what's remain? Voltage magnification is equal to 1 by R into under root of L by C. The quality factor or the Q factor in the case of an RLC series circuit is defined as equal to the voltage magnification in the circuit at resonance. So this is one more definition for quality factor or Q factor. It is equal to voltage magnification. The Q factor is equal to voltage magnification, and the expression for the voltage magnification is this, 1 by R into under root of L by C. Also Q factor is the ratio of the reactive power of either inductor or capacitor to average power of the resistor at resonance. So this is the one more definition for Q factor. It is the ratio of reactive power to average power. Now for reactive power of inductor, it is given by, reactive power of inductor is I square into XL divided by average power. Average power is given by I square R. So this I square will get cancelled with this I square. So what's remain? XL by R. Now this XL is omega L divided by R. Now omega can be replaced by 2 pi Fr. Again we will replace this Fr by 1 upon 2 pi under root LC. So this 2 pi and this 2 pi will get cancelled. Then we can write this L as under root of L into under root of L. So this will be L. Under root of L into under root of L is L. And we can separate this under root of LC as under root of L into under root of C. So this under root of L will get cancelled with this under root of L. So what's remain? 1 by R into under root of L divided by under root of C. Now this is equal to 1 upon R into under root of L by C. We can write this in same under root. So this will be under root of L by C. So therefore Q factor is equal to 1 upon R into under root of L by C. Now for reactive power of capacitor, the reactive power of capacitor is written as I square into XC, and average power is given as, average power can be written as I square into R. So this will be XC by R. This I square and I square will get cancelled. So this is equal to, now this XC is equal to 1 upon omega C, and this R as it is. Again this omega can be replaced by 2 pi Fr, and this resonant frequency is 1 upon 2 pi under root LC. Now this will be, if we simplify this, so 2 pi will get cancelled, and this under root of LC will go on numerator. So under root of LC divided by CR. So we can separate this under root of L and under root of C, and we can write this C as under root of C into under root of C. So this will be C. Now this under root of C will get cancelled with this under root of C. So what's remain again? Q factor is equal to 1 upon R into under root of L by C. Same value for inductor and same value for capacitor. Now there is one more formula for quality factor. We know that bandwidth is equal to F2 minus F1, and this is equal to resonance frequency divided by quality factor. So quality factor is equal to Fr, resonant frequency, divided by F2 minus F1, that is bandwidth. So quality factor is equal to resonant frequency divided by bandwidth. Resonance in parallel circuit. We know that in case of resonance, the circuit current and applied voltage are in phase, and therefore circuit is resistive in nature. Since the circuit is resistive in nature, the phase angle phi is 0 because the circuit current and applied voltage are in phase. So therefore phase angle phi is 0, and since phase angle phi is 0, cos phi is cos 0. So therefore cos phi is the power factor. So power factor is unity because cos 0 is 1. Now here we can see this is a branch 1. Branch 1 contains resistance and inductance in series, and branch 2 contains a capacitor. These two are connected in parallel. This is called as parallel circuit. Also, this type of circuit where R and L are connected in series and capacitor is connected in parallel, this circuit is called as tank circuit. Now IL is the current flowing through branch 1 and IC is the current flowing through branch 2. Also, branch 1 voltage and branch 2 voltage will be same because they are connected in parallel. So we can take voltage as a reference. Now in branch number 1, we can draw phasor diagram as voltage as a reference, and phi L is the angle between voltage and current IL. So current will lag the voltage by angle phi L. And in branch 2 contains capacitor, so current will lead by 90 degree. So here we can see voltage as a reference, and current IC will lead V by 90 degree. Then by KCL at node 1. Here we can see if we apply KCL at this node, so according to KCL, Kirchhoff current law, summation of all the currents entering a node is equal to summation of all the currents leaving the node. So entering current at this node is this I, circuit current, and leaving currents are IL and IC. So I phasor is equal to IC phasor plus IL phasor. Now we can draw phasor diagram. So again we will take voltage as a reference because branch 1 and branch 2 voltage is same. So we have to take V as the reference. Now the current I will be in phase. In resonance, V and I are in phase. Therefore, we have to take current I in phase with voltage V. Now, as we know, the IC, current through capacitor, will lead the voltage by 90 degree, and current through inductor will lag the voltage by 90 degree. And here this IL, that is this branch current, branch 1 current, IL will be slightly less than 90 degree at an angle of phi L. Now here we can see this OA is equal to BC. So this IC will be equal to this IC. Now according to the formulas of trigonometry, cos phi L, this phi L, we have the formula for cos phi L as adjacent upon hypotenuse. So adjacent side here is this I, and this is the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is IL. So therefore cos phi L is equal to I by IL. Now from this we can say I is equal to IL into cos phi L. Then same for sin phi L. Sin phi L is equal to opposite upon hypotenuse. Opposite is this IC is the opposite. We have to take the opposite side of angle. This phi L is the angle. So opposite of this angle is this IC. So IC divided by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is again this line, that is IL. So therefore sin phi L is equal to IC upon IL, and from this we can say this IC is equal to IL into sin phi L. Now we can draw impedance phasor from this phasor diagram. So impedance phasor will be for capacitor, this will be XC. For inductor, there will be inductive reactance. XC is the capacitive reactance, and this is a resistor, and the resultant is ZL for branch 1. So same, this will be equal to this value, that is this XL is equal to this XL. Now again sin phi L is equal to opposite upon hypotenuse. So opposite of this angle is XL divided by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is ZL. Now from this impedance phasor we can find sin phi L in the form of impedance. Then from this IC is equal to IL sin phi L. So we can replace IC by V by XC. Here we can see we can replace this IC by voltage upon reactance. IC by V by XC and IL by V by ZL. So here V by XC is equal to this IL can be replaced by V by ZL into sin phi L. Now this sin phi L is in the form of impedance, we can replace XL upon ZL. So XL upon ZL. Now this V and this V will get cancelled. So what's remain? 1 upon XC is equal to XL upon ZL square. Then from this, if we take this ZL square on left side, so this will be ZL square is equal to this XC will be multiplied with XL. So ZL square is equal to XL into XC. Now ZL square is equal to R square plus XL square, and this XL is omega L, XC is 1 upon omega C. This is the formula for inductive reactance and this is the formula for capacitive reactance. Now this XL can be replaced by omega L. Omega is the angular frequency and this is equal to, this omega and omega will get cancelled, so L by C. Then from this equation omega L whole square is equal to L by C minus R square. Then again omega square is equal to L by C minus R square to this 1 by L square. Then if we take this 1 by L square inside the bracket, then this will be omega square is equal to L by CL square minus R square by L square. Then omega square is equal to 1 upon LC, this L and this 1L will get cancelled, then minus R square by L square. Then this angular frequency is 2 pi Fr. We are taking Fr because the circuit is in resonance. So 2 pi Fr whole square is equal to 1 upon LC minus R square by L square. Then if we take this 2 pi on right side, so it will be in 1 upon 2 pi whole square into this value same. Then Fr is equal to 1 upon 2 pi under root of 1 upon LC minus R square by L square. So this is the final value of resonant frequency Fr. Then there is another method to find this Fr. So we know Z1 is equal to ZL. This is the branch 1 impedance. This is our branch 1 and ZL is equal to, this Z1 is equal to ZL is equal to R plus JXL, and this Z2 is equal to ZC is equal to minus JXC. So this is the another method to find Fr. Z1 is equal to ZL is equal to R plus JXL. Now this is the impedance. So admittance will be Y1 is equal to reciprocal of impedance 1 upon Z1. So this is equal to 1 upon this value R plus JXL into, now we have to multiply it with R minus JXL and divide it by same value R minus JXL. So this will get cancelled with this one. So it will be 1. So same as this value. Then this will be, if we simplify this, now we have the formula A plus B into A minus B as A square minus B square. So the denominator will be R square minus JXL whole square and numerator is same R minus JXL. Now this is equal to R minus JXL divided by R square. Now this minus J square is equal to 1. We can verify this. Minus J square is equal to 1. Then if we separate this, R by denominator minus JXL by denominator. So this will be R by R square plus XL square minus J into XL by R square plus XL square. Then for branch 2, Z2 is equal to ZC is equal to minus JXC. So from this admittance will be Y2 and this is equal to 1 upon Z2 and it is equal to 1 upon minus JXC. Z2 is minus JXC. Then again we have the formula 1 upon minus J is equal to J. We can verify this. 1 upon minus J is equal to J. Then this will be J upon XC. Then again total admittance is equal to YT is equal to Y1 plus Y2. So Y1 is this value. This is the value for Y1 and Y2 is this value J upon XC. So we will add this to, now here we can separate real and imaginary part. So yt is equal to this part is real and this part is imaginary. We can take j common from these two. Now at resonance, circuit behaves like resistive circuit and imaginary part is equal to 0. So this imaginary part will be equal to 0 in resonance condition. So we can equate it with 0. So this will be minus xl by r square plus xl square plus 1 upon xc is equal to 0. Imaginary part is equal to 0. Now if we simplify this, so this will be 1 upon xc and this part will go on right side. So this will be xl divided by r square plus xl square. Then xl into xc is equal to, if this part goes on left side, so this will be r square plus xl square is equal to xl into xc. So here now again this xl is equal to 2 pi frl whole square and this xl is equal to again 2 pi frl and xc is equal to 1 upon 2 pi frc. This 2 pi fr will get cancelled with this 2 pi fr. So what's remain? L by c. Then this 2 pi fr L whole square is equal to L by c minus r square. And here if we have to find this fr, so fr whole square is equal to this 2 pi L will go on right side. So it will go in denominator. So 1 upon 2 pi L whole square into this value same L by c minus r square. Then we can take this L square inside the bracket. So this will be 1 by 2 pi whole square into L by L square c minus r square by L square. So here this L and this L will get cancelled. So what's remain? 1 by LC minus r square by L square. Now this is the value for fr square. We have to find fr. So fr is equal to 1 upon 2 pi under root of same 1 upon LC minus r square by L square. So again same value for fr. Here is also the fr value is same. So this is the value for resonant frequency. Then dynamic impedance. We know that I is equal to IL cos phi L. Then again we can replace this IL by V by ZL into R by ZL. From this impedance phasor, cos phi L is equal to adjacent upon hypotenuse. Adjacent side is this R upon hypotenuse is this ZL. And this I is equal to current is equal to IL cos phi L. So if we substitute this value, IL is equal to V by ZL into cos phi L is equal to again R by ZL. Now this will be ZL square and this will be V into R. Then again ZL is R square plus XL square. Here it is square. So ZL is equal to under root of R square plus XL square, but here it is square, so R square plus XL square only. Then next we can replace this XL by omega L. Now this R square plus omega L square is equal to L by C. Here we can see R square plus omega L whole square is equal to L by C. So we can replace this value with L by C. R square plus omega L whole square by L by C only. Then we can take this R here like this. So I is equal to VR by L by C is equal to, we can take this R here, so V by L by CR. This part is called equivalent or dynamic impedance because we know I is equal to V by Z. So Z is L by CR. This is the equivalent or dynamic impedance. Now here we can see this is the graph between impedance versus frequency. So at resonant frequency, the impedance is maximum, and at this side, on left side, the circuit is inductive, on right side the circuit is capacitive. This is the graph plotted between current and frequency. At resonant frequency, the current is minimum, and this is the graph plotted between phase angle phi and frequency. So at FR, the phase angle is 0. Parallel circuit under resonance offers maximum impedance to currents of one particular frequency. It is sometimes called rejector circuit. Q factor of a parallel circuit. Q factor stands for quality factor of a parallel circuit. Now we know that in parallel resonating circuit, impedance is maximum and it is equal to L by CR. In parallel resonating circuit, current is minimum and it is equal to V by L by CR. Now we know that current is equal to voltage divided by impedance. So this L by CR is the impedance and it is called as dynamic impedance or equivalent impedance. In parallel resonating circuit, power factor is unity because the circuit is resistive in nature and hence phase angle phi is 0. Power factor is cos phi, so cos 0 is equal to 1. That's why power factor is unity. In parallel resonating circuit, frequency is given by 1 upon 2 pi under root of 1 upon LC minus R square by L square. The parallel resonating circuit is used to magnify current from supply. Q factor is equal to 1 upon R under root of L by C. This is same in series resonating circuit. The quality factor for parallel resonating circuit and series resonant circuit is same. This is the parallel circuit and this type of circuit is called as tank circuit. IL is the current flowing through this branch R and L, and IC is the current flowing through this capacitor. IL is equal to V by ZL, where ZL is equal to under root of R square plus XL square, and IC is equal to V by XC. Now we have already discussed this. I is equal to V by L by CR. Current is equal to voltage divided by dynamic impedance. Parallel resonance is often referred as current resonance. Little current from supply but large circulating current may flow through its branches. The ratio of current circulating between the two parallel branches to the line current drawn from the supply is called the current magnification, and this current magnification is equal to quality factor. So we can say the ratio of current circulating between the two parallel branches to the line current drawn from the supply is called current magnification or quality factor. So quality factor is equal to either IL by I or quality factor is equal to IC by I. Now for IL, we know IL is equal to V by ZL. V by under root of R square plus XL square. Now R is small, so we can neglect this. What's remain under root of XL square. So square and under root will get cancelled. So IL is equal to V upon XL. Therefore IL is equal to V upon this XL is the inductive reactance and it is equal to omega L. Omega is the angular frequency. Then supply current I is equal to V by L by CR. So this denominator will go in numerator. So this will be VCR by L. I is equal to VCR by L. Quality factor is equal to IL by I. So is equal to IL is again V by omega L. So we can write here V by omega L, and I is equal to VCR by L. So VCR by L, we can simplify this like V by omega L into L by VCR. So this V and this V will get cancelled. This L and this L will get cancelled. So Q factor is equal to 1 upon omega CR. Now since Fr is equal to 1 upon 2 pi under root of 1 upon LC minus R square by L square, now we can neglect this R square by L square because R is small. We are considering resistance small. So we can neglect this part. So what's remain? Fr is equal to 1 upon 2 pi under root of 1 upon LC. Now we can take this 2 pi on left side. So it will be 2 pi Fr is equal to under root of 1 upon LC. Now this 2 pi Fr is the angular frequency omega. So omega is equal to under root of 1 upon LC. So we can replace this omega. Quality factor is equal to 1 upon omega CR. We can replace this omega by this value. So it will be Q factor is equal to 1 upon omega CR is equal to 1 upon under root of 1 upon LC into CR. So we can write this C as under root of C into under root of C. Under root of 1 is 1. So this will be this C and this C will get cancelled. So what's remain? 1 upon R into under root of C divided by under root of L. So therefore quality factor is equal to 1 upon R into under root of L by C. This is same as series resonance. In case of series resonance circuit, the quality factor will be same 1 upon R into under root of L by C. Comparison of series and parallel resonant circuit. Series circuit. In series circuit, the impedance is minimum and it is equal to resistance R. For parallel circuit, impedance is maximum and it is equal to L by CR. This impedance is called as dynamic impedance or equivalent impedance, and it is resistive in nature for parallel resonant circuit. In series resonant circuit, current is maximum and it is equal to V by R. For parallel circuit, current is minimum and it is equal to V by L by CR. We know that current is equal to V divided by impedance, and impedance here is L by CR. For series circuit, phase angle phi is 0. Also for parallel circuit, phase angle phi is 0. Since phase angle phi is 0, so cos 0 is equal to 1. Therefore cos phi is unity or power factor is unity. Same in parallel circuit, cos phi is cos 0. So therefore power factor is unity. For series circuit, resonant frequency Fr is equal to 1 upon 2 pi under root of LC. For parallel circuit, resonant frequency Fr is equal to 1 upon 2 pi under root of 1 upon LC minus R square by L square. In series circuit, there is a voltage magnification, and in parallel circuit, it is used to magnify current taken from supply. Q factor for series circuit is 1 upon R under root of L by C. Q factor for parallel circuit is same, that is 1 upon R under root of L by C. The Q factor for both series and parallel circuit is same.